Hey everyone, I'm Rob and welcome to the test drive. Today, we're gonna talk about 5 things that I love about my Ford Fusion. Now, I recently posted a video about 5 things that I hate about my Ford Fusion as well, and that has gotten a bunch of views so far, so I really do appreciate that. I wanna make as many videos with the Fusion as I can because, as most of you probably know, there aren't going to be any more Ford sedans in the United States. I'm probably not gonna have it that much longer, so I wanna make as many videos as I possibly can of it while I still have it. Now I'm gonna pretend that this isn't a really weird angle, but if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because I have a ton more reviews coming, as well as a bunch of content with the Fusion, the X5, and the Z4, as well as some other cars that you're gonna see very soon. Now this is a 2015 Ford Fusion Titanium. It's all-wheel drive and has the 2-liter twin-scroll turbocharged EcoBoost 4-cylinder, putting out 240 horsepower, 270 pound-feet of torque. I bought it brand new in 2015. I've had it about 3.5 years at this point, and I have just over 80,000 miles on it. So I think at this point I can really show you what the pros and cons are of this car, and I have to say, after 3.5 years of ownership, I really do love this Fusion. It is absolutely awesome, and that's why I'm so excited to make this video about the 5 things, if I had to pick just 5, that I absolutely love about my Ford Fusion. Now, the first thing that I absolutely love about my Ford Fusion is the look. The design of the exterior of this car, in my opinion, is absolutely awesome. I think this is a beautiful car. If you look at the front, I think it's very aggressive. I love the look of the headlights. Just the profile of it just looks so much better than what you would typically expect out of a mid-size sedan. I think when it came out, when this design was introduced in 2013, I really think it kind of took the industry by storm and really just made a place for itself. I also love the look from the rear as well. The taillights, mine has the dual exhaust, being the titanium, and there are SEs that have that as well. And from the side, I really like the look of this too. It's got a longer look and just looks very modern. Now, I have the 19-inch H-spoke rims, and I think that's a great option if you were to get a titanium. I think it looks absolutely awesome, and in my opinion, much better than the 18-inch multi-spoke rims that were offered. Now, the second thing that I love about this car is the fact that it's available with all-wheel drive. And there really aren't any cars at this point in this class that are available with all-wheel drive. Now, obviously the Fusion is going away. When I was looking at a car in this space, I wanted a brand new car, wanted something in the mid-size segment, and all there was with all-wheel drive was the 200 and the Fusion. And in my opinion, I like the Fusion a lot more. And all-wheel drive not only makes this car so much more capable in climates like New York, where you have very harsh winters, but it also makes this quicker off the line and reduces the amount of torque steer that you'd get. It really kind of almost eliminates it altogether. So capability, traction, overall performance, and just the fun factor of having all-wheel drive instead of front-wheel drive was just something really awesome to have, and is another reason that I love my Ford Fusion. Now, the third thing that I love about this car is the way it drives. This Ford Fusion drives like a much more expensive vehicle than what it actually is. You have a very soft, almost pillow-like ride, especially for a car in this class. You really don't feel a lot of the imperfections in the road, even with the 19-inch rims that I have on this car. Now, I do have Michelin Primacy MXM4 tires, which in my opinion are significantly better than the Continental Conti Pro Contact tires that came standard with this car. But again, even when it was with the factory tires, it still had such a soft ride, but at the same time, it's very planted and it doesn't wander like some other vehicles in this class. The steering is pretty tight. You can really take corners with confidence. You don't feel like you're gonna fly off the road. You can definitely take turns a lot more quickly than you're supposed to. And you can just have so much fun with this. It's also pretty quick, especially with that 270 pound-feet of torque. This thing really gets up pretty quickly for a car in this class, and it is a lot of fun to drive when you pair everything together. The steering and the amount of power and torque that it has combined with all-wheel drive. It's just a lot of fun to drive, and it drives so well. Now, the fourth thing that I love about my Ford Fusion is the quality of the interior. There is nothing in the interior of this car that feels cheap. The interior feels significantly more expensive than what you would typically expect in a mid-size sedan. All of the surfaces are soft touch surfaces. You really don't have any hard plastic at all. The steering wheel is really nice and soft, and it feels good in all the right places. The leather in this titanium feels really nice as well. It's very soft. I love the headrests in here. They almost feel like pillows. There are so many cars that have hard headrests and that just maybe haven't put a lot of effort into that part of the car, and I have to say Ford definitely did in the headrests of this Fusion. This is just an extremely comfortable, very luxurious interior for a mid-size sedan. It's very spacious, it's laid out very well, it looks really good. When you get in here, I think most people who have not been in a Ford Fusion, especially a titanium, are surprised when they get in here and they feel how comfortable it is and how good it looks. And the fifth thing that I love about my Ford Fusion is the reliability. I was very surprised, and getting into this, I was a little bit nervous about the fact that it is a smaller displacement turbocharged engine versus a naturally aspirated V6 like you would probably typically see in a mid-size sedan at this level. But I have to say, this has been such a reliable, bulletproof car. Again, I have just over 80,000 miles on it, and I have not had a single issue with this car. I've had to replace a couple sets of tires. I am on my third set of tires, which is not ideal, but still not that big of a deal. And other than having to replace the rear brake pads and rotors, I haven't had to replace anything. I've done oil changes every 5,000 to 6,000 miles. I had a decarb service performed at around 50,000 miles, and I've had the obvious normal filter changes and cleanings and stuff like that. I mean, I really have kept up with the maintenance on this car. And even in the harsh winters in upstate New York, it starts right up and it runs solid and runs strong. And I drive this thing pretty aggressively at times, and it doesn't even phase this car. I mean, it's just been incredible how reliable this car is. It really has exceeded my expectations. The fact that at 80,000 miles, it drives like it's brand new. So I hope you enjoyed this video about 5 things that I love about my Ford Fusion. I have so many more videos coming. I have a lot of reviews that are going to be coming to the channel very soon as well, and obviously more videos of my own cars too. So I'm so excited for that. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, support the channel, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.